So, you need gravy to finish off that awesome turkey you just made? Let Dski Grill show you how to hook up an awesome turkey gravy. Let's go. All right, folks, so you saw that intro. So you slaved on this turkey for the last 3 or 4 hours. Now you're wondering, what am I going to put on here to make it even more succulent than it already is? I'll show you a clip right now of 6 turkeys that I'm making as we speak, okay? Cajun smoked, beautiful turkeys, all right? Even though they're going to be so phenomenal that they don't need gravy, gravy is an awesome garnish when you're talking about Thanksgiving dinner, okay? So let's look at the ingredients we're gonna make. I'm gonna show you how to hook up an awesome Thanksgiving gravy today. So what we have is, when you're thawing out and making that turkey and you get inside, you always have turkey necks, right? So we're gonna use turkey necks for our gravy. This is gonna be the base to bring all that flavor together. Since I made 6 turkeys, I have multiple turkey necks, but you only need the one that comes with your turkey if you're only making 1 turkey, okay? So we're gonna use 3 turkey necks. We also have giblets that come. That's the other bag on the other side. That's usually in the neck area, and the neck is usually in the cavity area. So we're gonna use some of these giblets as well. All right, I'll pull out some of those. All right, that's all we really need. I'll move this to the side. Seasonings for this awesome turkey gravy. We're gonna use heavy cream. We're going to use butter. We're going to use parsley. We're going to use onion powder, garlic powder. We're going to use herbs de Provence, and we're going to hit it with Cajun flavor, right? So we're going to go with an awesome Cajun seasoning, all right? Let's get into it. I'm going to take you step by step, show you how we're going to season, take you to the stovetop, show you how we're going to cook it, and before you know it, we'll be back at the cutting board checking out the final product of our awesome turkey Thanksgiving gravy made on Dski's Kitchen. I want to thank you as always for joining me, and let's get cooking. Okay, folks, so we're back at the cutting board, and all we're going to do is season up our turkey necks and our giblets. All right, so let's get started. We talked about the seasonings that we're using today. Let me wash my hands. Okay, so we'll start off with our onion powder, and what we want to do, folks, is pretty much just build up the flavor of this gravy. So this is why we're seasoning our turkey necks and our giblets. So we'll get a light coat of onion powder first, and all I'm going to do is move this stuff around, so you'll see that in just a second. We're coming back with garlic powder. All right, same thing, just a nice coat of garlic powder. Coming back next, folk, with our parsley. Okay, so we want to add a little parsley. Always nice and fresh. Parsley adds wonderful flavor to your foods. Okay, we're coming back with our herbs de Provence. All right, and we want a nice healthy portion of that. Now my plan is to use the 6-quart saucepan, my all-clad pan, to make this gravy. I want to make a nice batch of it. We have a 20-pound bird that I'm making for us tomorrow, but I'm making 6 turkeys as we speak for other families. Finally, we're coming back with our Cajun seasoning. Now I want to go heavy with this. I want to make sure to impart that flavor into this gravy. All right, looks good to me. All we need to do now is get all of this mixed up really well to make sure that all sides have seasoning on them, okay? So let's get in here, get ourselves down and dirty a little bit. And we pretty much just want to massage this in, all right? So we'll work it around, make sure that we're getting the tops and the bottoms of these necks and these giblets. All right, won't take long to do that. This stuff will spread pretty quick. We put a generous portion on top to make sure we didn't have to touch our seasonings again. We can just use our hands, be one with the turkey, right? Make sure that we are truly getting this seasoned right. All right, so these things are looking really nice. They're great and seasoned right now. We'll go ahead now. I'll meet you at the stove top and we'll go ahead and start the cooking process. All right, I'll see you there. Okay, folks, so we're at the stove top, so let's get started. We'll go ahead and move our lid on our 6-quart saute pan, And we're just going to add a little oil. Okay, and when I say a little oil, I would say maybe around 3 tablespoons. Okay, so all we're going to do now is get that heated up. With the stainless steel, you want to bring your temperatures up low. Okay, you don't want to just shock this pan. So I put it on low so it can start getting there. Then we'll go ahead and crank it up to like medium. Okay, we're going to cook these things at around medium temperature. So we'll get back together once this thing heats up, and we'll add our necks and our giblets. Okay folks, so check out these beautiful seasoned necks and giblets. We have our pan up to a medium temperature right now. Let's go ahead and get them added. This will be the start to this awesome turkey gravy. And we'll get our giblets added right in the center here. Okay, so what are we doing? We're building flavor, okay? So the light oil, the sauteing that we're doing right now is to put a nice crust on our turkey necks, but mainly is to get the essential flavors from the turkey, okay, as we build this gravy up. Now I'll show you, once these things get done to where we like them, we'll pull some of the meat off, we'll do some of that stuff to make sure that that gravy has an awesome body. We'll also come in towards the end with some bell pepper, with some onion, and really get this stuff sauteed and ready to make the gravy itself. So we'll go like this for a minute. I'll come back with you in just a minute and show you how these turkey necks and giblets are coming along, and then it'll be time for the next step. Folks, while we're waiting for these necks and giblets to brown up, let me show you some pictures of these awesome turkeys that we're making right now. As you can see, they are coming along magnificently, okay? We have 6 turkeys being smoked on the Old Hickory Pits Ace MM. I got them started at around 9 o'clock. It's around 1:30 right now. So it's going to take at least 6 hours for these to be totally done. But just check out that beautiful color that you see. I'm telling you, these are turkeys done right, all right? Now, on Dski grills, that's when I would be really showcasing this right now. But we're doing Dski's Kitchen today, folks. So in Dski's Kitchen, we're showing you things that you can use to enhance your turkey. So that's what this is all about. So you see we're still browning up. We'll get back together in a bit when it's time for the next step. All right, folks, so about 25 minutes later, we're going to go ahead now and pull our turkey necks and giblets. They have definitely sauteed long enough. So we'll get them back on this pan. And I want them to cool for a little bit because I want to start trying to pull some of that turkey off for the next step in this process. What we're doing next, folks, is we're going to go ahead and start building up these flavors. So I have some diced up onion. I want to add that right now. And what I'm using is about a 1/4 cup of onion. I'm going to do the exact same thing with bell pepper, about a 1/4 cup. Okay, so sauteing is the name of the game now. We're going to go ahead and get these sauteed. All right, moved around. Once they get translucent, it'll be time to start building up this gravy, okay? So I'm moving this spawn around. I want to make sure we keep that moving as well. I don't want it to stick too much. But the main thing now is to start building these awesome flavors of Thanksgiving, right? So you know bell pepper, you know onion is all a part of a lot of the ingredients that we make for Thanksgiving. So why not make sure it's a part of our gravy? So quite frankly, all we're doing is moving it around, sauteing up these things, getting them translucent. They're going to continue to cook once we make the gravy itself, right? But I do want to knock off some of the hardness and get them to that translucent state. So these are nice and translucent. So what I want to do now is add 1 cup of water. All right, we got that going. And we also want to add about, let's just say around 3 or 4 tablespoons of flour and get that mixed in. All right, now what the flour is going to do, it's going to help thicken up the gravy. All right, and that's what we want. So we'll get this moving really good to make sure we get all the lumps and clumps out. Very important. So just keep this stirring. Once you get everything broken down, we can go to the next step. But look what we have already. See that beautiful color? Now what you want to do here, let's just add 1 more. So we'll have 3 cups of water. All right, so that's 3 cups of water. What you want to do here, folks, is you want to make sure that you have your eye on low, right? Because you don't want to burn your gravy. You want this gravy to be smooth. You want this thing to come up really, really slow, thicken as it goes. All right, very important. All right, other ingredients we're going to add as we keep working. We're going to add a little bit of chicken powder, and I would say about a tablespoon of chicken powder. We want to come back with those awesome spices we started off with. So onion powder, garlic powder, our Cajun seasoning, this is going to make such a bold and flavorful gravy. We'll come back with our parsley, and our herbs de Provence. Okay, so all we're going to do now is continue to simmer. We'll get back together once the turkey cools, and I'm just going to add the turkey to this mixture. But we'll stir this together first and see how it's coming along. Check it out. Beautiful, bold flavors. This kitchen smells amazing, folks. All right, now what you do is if it's too thick, right, you add more water. If it's too thin, you add a little more flour. That's all you have to do to regulate and get this to the consistency you want. Okay, folks, so our gravy is coming along well. I sliced up meat from our turkey necks and our giblets. We'll get that added. Now you know what we're about to have is awesome turkey flavored gravy. All right, so we have that added. We'll continue the simmering process, but I'll show you how this looks, okay? Look how it's coming along. Beautiful. The turkey is only going to add more flavor to this beautiful, beautiful turkey gravy. So we'll let this go for maybe 5-10 more minutes. Then I'll meet you at the cutting board and just show you up close the final result of this beautiful turkey gravy that is just fit for a special day like Thanksgiving. I'll see you guys in just a second and we can close this video out. Okay, folks, we're back. Let me show you the final product of this awesome turkey gravy. Let's talk about what we did first, folks. We started off by browning our turkey necks and turkey giblets. We seasoned them with a host of seasonings. From there, folks, we added onions and we added bell pepper. We added a little bit of chicken powder as well, okay? Then, if you remember, we added 3 to 4 cups of water, a little bit of flour, and all we did was stir and make sure everything broke down. And then what you didn't see is I was tasting along the way. You got to do that. You want to make sure you have the right flavor content to this beautiful gravy. So what I did is I added a little more garlic powder, a little more onion powder, a little more Cajun seasoning, all of that stuff to build this up. Now, if you remember, we pulled our turkey necks, deboned them the best we could, put some of that turkey back in there to continue infusing this turkey gravy. So I'm going to give you an up and close, and then we'll close this video out. All right, folks, so you saw that up close and personal of this beautiful turkey gravy. Nothing left to do but take a little taste and close this video out. I'm telling you folks, this is hearty. Now, what's going to happen is that this is going to go in the refrigerator, and you know what happens to things overnight in the refrigerator. Even more flavor is formed, okay? So what I'm doing now is just taking a quick bite of this. I'll do it here over the sink. Got a nice piece of turkey. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe to my channel. Let others know what Dski's Kitchen is up to. And as always, at Dski's Kitchen, cooking is not a pastime. It's a passion. I want to wish you all a happy, happy Thanksgiving. Take care.